What worked and what didn't? You want to know if my lead generation talk in Chicago was successful? You've got to join us for this edition of the Inside BS Show. Hey now, I'm Dave Lorenzo. I'm the godfather of growth, and this is the Inside BS Show. We take you behind the scenes and give you the insider secrets to growing your business and increasing its value so that you have an investment that can create generational wealth. Today, I'm going to share my initial reaction to our lead generation presentation in Chicago. I listened to the presentation on the plane on the way home, and I shared it with you on yesterday's show. So if you're just joining us today and you're starting with this show, go back the last 2 days. Go back to the last two shows, the last two episodes of the Inside BS Show here. I'll put links to them in the show notes, in the description. And you can go back and you can listen to my preview of the session, and then you can listen to the actual speech that I gave. This is what we would call a lead generation speech. So my entire purpose for going to Chicago and educating this audience was to find out who in the room that I was speaking to is interested in finding out how they can grow their business, how they can increase the value of their business, and potentially plan for an exit, whether that exit is 5 years, 10 years, or 15 years down the road. So my point in traveling to Chicago and getting in front of this audience was simply to find out who was interested. Now, in order to do that, I had to teach them some of the concepts that we use to help transform our clients' businesses. I had to explain why they should be thinking about an exit now, what exit planning really is. It's essentially a roadmap. It's a guide for you with your business strategy to figure out how you're going to increase the value of your business. And then I had to explain that step one in increasing the value of your business was increasing the rate at which your business grows, employing leverage, being able to create predictable revenue streams, high quality revenue streams that lead to higher profits. That was all part of it. Then, at the end of the presentation, I made an offer for anyone who is interested to receive a copy of my book and have a follow-up meeting with me. All they needed to do was fill out a form. And on that form, there were just 3 questions along with their name, their email address, and their phone number. I handed out the form to everyone in the room, and we received back from the 40 people that were in the room, we received 21 forms back. So what does this mean for us and for our business? It means that the 21 people who filled out that form were interested in what we had to say, and they were interested in having a conversation about growing their business. On the form that they filled out, we asked them about their goals for their business, and we asked them what they wanted to do in the next 90 days to achieve those goals. When I reach out to them today, so you're listening to this on Monday, I'll be reaching out to all of them today. I will be asking them about their 90-day goals and what their plans are for the growth of their business. I'm going to ask them why that's important to them personally, and I'm going to see if they would like help in achieving those goals. If they say yes, I will offer my services. So the entire purpose of that talk was to show them that there was an opportunity for them to achieve their goals at a faster pace and to position myself as someone who could potentially help them achieve their goals. And then half of the room is interested in hearing more about that. I will be following up with them. Now, when I follow up with them, I'm going to see what they're interested in. I'm going to make an offer for those people to come to one of our events. We just happen to have an event in Chicago in about a month from now. So I will offer them the opportunity to attend an online presentation and then come to an event in person so that they can understand for themselves how we can be a catalyst for change in their business, how we can help them improve their business. 3 key points for you to take away from this entire experience. So you've gone back, you listened to my setup of the talk, you listened to the talk itself, and now you're listening to the wrap-up of the talk. 3 points for you to take away. Number 1, my mission, my purpose in going there was to find out who was interested in receiving help in growing their business. In order to do that, I had to educate them on the need for focusing on business growth. I had to educate them on why exit planning is important for doing your overall strategic plan, because if you don't have a destination in mind, you have no idea where you're going and you have no idea how to build and grow your business. And then I had to let them know that growth was the key to having a business that's more valuable when you're ready to exit. I had to do those 3 things in order to generate the leads. Now, was I successful? Well, we'll find out when we see how many of those people actually wind up becoming clients. How many of those people allow me to help them grow their businesses? Allow me to help them plan for their future, plan to increase the value of their business, help them with their exit strategy. If 20% of the people in the room, if 10 people decide they want to come to one of my events, that will be a home run. It will be an overwhelming success. If 10% of the people, if 5 people come to one of my events, that will be a home run. So this is the ultimate test for whether the messaging we used in that presentation will translate into people converting into clients. We know that that message converted them from suspects to prospects. So the lead generation talk did its job. Now it's up to me to determine whether the conversion message will do its job and I can convert them from prospects into clients. Here's what's going to happen now. In 3 or 4 days, because we have programming coming up in the next 2 days. So let me lay it out for you. Tomorrow is Tuesday. On tomorrow's show, it will be Harry and I, and we're talking about accounting again. Harry's giving us a business accounting and strategy update, and it will be Harry and I having a conversation tomorrow on Tuesday's show. On Wednesday, Nikki G and I are interviewing an exit strategy expert, a gentleman by the name of Charlie Janes, who's a business coach here in South Florida. He also helps people with exit planning as well. We are interviewing him for about 45 minutes on Wednesday, so you'll have that show on Wednesday. On Thursday, I'll be able to give you an update on my follow-up from the people who I met and who submitted the forms for the lead generation presentation. So you'll have the pre-show, the actual presentation, this wrap-up show, and then you'll have the beginning of the follow-up. And then probably on Friday, I will break down what I'm going to test and do differently with this lead generation presentation moving forward. I'm going to dissect the lead generation presentation and actually improve it, and you'll hear those improvements I'm going to make in real time. I am documenting this process, so you will see from beginning all the way through to the transformation of this lead generation presentation, and then the next time I do it, I will record it again and share it with you here. We are hitting our stride now with this daily Inside BS show, and you will find that there are 3 or 4 different types of shows we're doing. The daily shows that I'm doing with you, many times I will be documenting the processes that we use in our business. I will also be doing great interviews. I'll be bringing in experts like Harry to talk to you about your accounting needs. I will be bringing in experts on exit strategy and exit planning. I will be we have an interview coming up with a banker to teach you everything you need to know. If you want to go raise money from a bank, if you need to get a loan, what you need to do. All of this stuff is designed for you and I to have a daily conversation. So imagine you were sitting down across the table from me, and you and I were having coffee each day. And each day we were talking about a different topic. And for 5 or 6 days, you were asking me, hey, how do I develop leads? And I told you about this presentation process. And then we continued to work together to develop a presentation. And then on another day, you had an accounting question. And I said, I have a friend who's a great accountant, Harry Sandrowski. And I brought him over and he talked to us about his topic. And then on Wednesdays, Nikki G and I decided to bring over a different expert each time. That's what we're doing with this daily show. The daily show that we do here on the Inside BS Show is designed just to be a one-on-one conversation between you and me, talking business each day, and me taking you behind the scenes. So other podcasts out there are fantastic because they interview authors and they interview famous people. I am taking you inside business, showing you how it works. We're lifting up the hood and letting you tinker in there with me as we change the spark plugs and fix the timing and redo, the manifold as if it had a carburetor still and wasn't fuel injected. That tells you how old I am. There was a manifold in a carburetor when I was working on cars when I was growing up. So we're going to do all of that stuff. We're going to go inside business and we're going to lift up the hood and tinker, you and me. So thanks for joining me today. Tomorrow, be sure and check back with us. Join me for another conversation with Harry Sandrowski where we help you shape your accounting and make sure that all of your accounting feeds into your strategic plan. Join us on Wednesday when we talk to Charlie Janes, and then Thursday and Friday as we continue to break down this lead generation process. And you can use this in your business immediately. If you haven't already, go down to the show notes and listen to the pre-show, the behind-the-scenes pre-show, and then the actual speech that I did the last couple of days. I will see you back here again tomorrow. My name is Dave Lorenzo. I'm the godfather of growth. We take you inside and we share all the strategy with you. We'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, here's hoping you make a great living and live a great life. Thanks for listening to this edition of the Inside BS Show. My name is Dave Lorenzo. If you'd like to apply to be a part of our community, please join us by completing your application directly with me on the phone. You can call me at 786-436-1986, 786-436-1986. I can't wait to speak with you. Join us by calling me today.